And here's the cookie that I'm going to show you how to decorate. Now on this video, we're starting off with flooded cookies, and these are my pecan cranberries. Be sure to check out the recipe below. All right, let's get to that video. So our flood is dry and I'm ready to go in with my brown. I'm using a circle or a round tip, and it's a 3. Right there, a 3. So we're going to put in our tree branches, and I'm going to start at the center here. And I'm just going to squeeze it. I'm just sort of giving it some shape as I go. And I'm going to take it up to the top and then just sort of pull out, because I'm going to put a star or something in there. And then I'm going to go next to that. And same thing, I'm just sort of pushing it full out and then bring it out a branch to that side. Got a little thick there, don't want that. And bringing this one up and out to the side. And this one, because it's getting thicker, I'm just going to thin it out a bit, my branch, and bring it out. Now this is all going to be covered with greenery. So out I come. And this one, I'm just going to bring it up and sort of down. And wherever it breaks off, it breaks off. And down. Now what I want to do, you don't have to do this, I'm just going to get in here and just sort of blend it together so it's not just a bunch of lines. And up here it's probably going to be covered anyhow with greenery, but get in there and play. So there we go. There's our tree trunk, and I'm just gonna mix up my greenery, let these dry for a bit, and then we're gonna start putting our greenery on our branches. All right, so now it's time to put my star on it. So it's not dry, so I have to be really careful. And I'm just going to do my bottom 2 parts first. And then give it a little pull, so I get more of a point on it. A little pull. And then I'm going to do the center, or the top one. Pull, and then that way it gives me my space in between, so I can do it a little bit more carefully. And there's my star. Okay, now I need to do the greenery, but I'm going to go and put my stars on all my other trees, and then we'll come back. Okay, this took me a little bit of figuring out, but I have it figured out. So let me show you what I'm doing. So I start sideways so the cookie's facing towards me. And then I start doing V's. So I come out to a point, go back, and to a point. There's no branch here, but that's okay because we just don't want it, okay? So there's my first part. I spin it around, and then I do V's again. So out, in, or in, out, whichever. And there's my branches. And then I'll go down to my next one. And again, you come out from the center and back, and then out and back. And so you just sort of go back to your point and out a bit. And there's my branch. Now this one I got a bit closer than I probably needed, so I'm just going to go this way. And you just figure it out. I mean, you're covering up the majority of it anyhow, and so sometimes it is what it is. So I don't want to leave that point up because it will get broken off. So I'm just going to tap that down. Give it a spin, and then here I got this big gap here, and so I'm going to start over here, bring it down and out, and I'm down towards the bottom, towards the base of the tree, so I can go a bit bigger if I choose to, and that's where you can hide a lot of sins too. Spin it around, and I want more greenery sort of in towards the center. And bring it back out. Oh, I just realized I don't have any markings on here for I didn't put my little lines on this one for my Christmas balls. So back out. And it did take me a few tries to figure out what I thought would look the best on here, and this is what I came up with. So, you can go on Pinterest, YouTube, find things, and then you play with it until you get what you think works for you. And I just don't want too much of the brown. So I'm just playing with it to get it where I want it. And there we go. So that's our tree at that stage. I will need to draw my little lines on this one. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, my little lines, here's another cookie. And these are my lines that my Christmas balls are gonna fall off of. And so let's see. Yeah, it's definitely easier if you have it facing towards you. So you just do what you think is going to work for you. And I mean, people are just going to be happy they're getting cookies from you, right? And I don't know if I mentioned previously on the video or not, making these for my niece, for her customers. And then I'm also doing them for church because we have a Christmas concert coming up. And so these will be goodies for that, for people to have after the concert. So you just work your way out. Okay, so I'm going to continue and get the rest of my cookies done. We'll come back when it's time to put the balls on. All right, it is time to add the Christmas balls. So I'm just going to go at the end of the little lines and make my little Christmas balls. There, I think that's enough for our Christmas balls. So now I just got to come back and put snow on it. And here we go with the finishing touches. We're just going to add a little bit of snow. And you can put a big amount or a little amount. And that was Missy. She wanted to get in on the video. So I'm just going to put a little bit right here. And it's just random. You just, wherever you want to put it. And just a little bit there. And this cookie, we are going to call it done.